Hello, my name is Charles Dynastic. I'm the Managing Director of Blue Bond Tax Planning. I've been an inheritance tax specialist for around 18 years, and our core business is helping people avoid inheritance tax and bringing together the legal aspects, the financial aspects and the tax aspects all in one business, so effectively you see us and you have no need to see any other firms. So the main point of this video is the Labour tax proposals. So for most cases, I believe that generally for the better off, as are most of our clients, slight tax implications here and there have no major impact, except for income tax and inheritance tax. However, the recent Labour proposals on tax across the board have meant some quite significant changes to tax regimes and will hit the wealthier people of the country very hard indeed. So the higher earners are paying a much higher rate of income tax. There are increases to capital gains tax, and most ridiculous of all, as far as I'm concerned, is the increase to corporation tax at a time when we're considering, whether it happens or not, Brexit. The country needs to attract business to the UK, and increasing our corporation tax rates is completely ridiculous with that perspective. So in addition, it'll stop people setting up smaller companies. It will have an impact on existing smaller companies who effectively employ 50% of people in the country. But the main point of this video is the major change to inheritance tax. So effectively what Labour want to do is to reverse the recent additional allowance of 175,000 in April 2020, which is what it's going to rise to. At the moment it's 150,000, but everybody gets an additional allowance of 175,000 if they own their own home and then pass it on to an immediate descendant, children, grandchildren, that kind of thing. So Labour want to scrap this particular allowance and bring it back down to the normal allowance of 325,000 per person, which also has been frozen for around 9 years as far as I recall. So that means that everybody who has assets of over £1 million will pay an extra £140,000 in tax on the second death. Now, a lot of people watching this will say, well, okay, it doesn't affect me, my assets are not worth £1 million. Well, hang on, it's on the second death. So if you're in your 60s or whatever now and you live another 20 years, not unreasonable, then how much was your house worth 20 years ago and how much is it worth today is the question. And you can see it's probably doubled in value. So if you take that into account, you can see that this drop in the allowance will effectively have an impact on an awful lot of people. Now, Labour justify this by saying they want to reverse conservative giveaways, but I find that, a bit surprising when the only reason the Conservative brought this additional allowance in the first place, because Labour was stating at that point that they were going to raise their own threshold to 1 million, so the Conservatives got round it by raising it themselves. So if you believe this tax is unpopular now, once this proposal comes in, if Labour ever get into power, this will increase the problem dramatically and the tax will be even more unpopular. Now, I must say, for us as a business, this is probably quite good news, because almost all of our clients pay no inheritance tax at all, providing they take our advice and live at least 7 years after implementing the advice. So for us it's a good thing, but for most people out there, unfortunately, who haven't taken good advice around inheritance tax and planned early enough, this is going to be quite a major issue of an extra £140,000 in tax. So bear this in mind. Think about all the other taxes that are involved here, especially if inheritance tax applies to you. Probably some of the other taxes will also have a significant impact. Have a look at that. There's plenty of stuff online around what's happening here, but make a sensible decision on your vote if taxes are an issue to you. Okay, thanks, and thanks for listening. As normal, if you want to know anything more around inheritance tax, use the link below to subscribe for our channel, or effectively link through to our website where we've got some free inheritance tax videos explaining how it all works and how you can avoid it. Okay, thanks for listening, and bye for now.